So grifting narcs are to be put to death by the Lord in front of the congregation. Turn to Jeebus. Just said just like a fucking true Jesuit. So we're talking about clockwise rotations, and he can only find 34 kilometers an hour. We'll talk about that. I've already discussed that. This is Grifter News. We're addressing a challenge today, of course, as every day. And we're looking for mist on the horizon, which, you know, is a thing. We'll talk about that too. And there's a bunch of pictures here, and most of it looks kind of like fog. So, mist on the horizon is a phrase that describes a thin layer of fog or haze that appears faintly in the distance, often at the edge of where land meets the sky. The horizon. It indicates, you know, approaching weather changes. It's not an everyday thing. It's not throughout the day. It's occasionally at nights or in the morning. That's not, of course, what we're talking about. So we'll just close that window. We're talking about Cherenkov radiation, which is a blue glow that's caused by, well, you can read. It's electrons and protons moving faster than light through a transparent medium like water or air. Which has become apparently a grifting point of mine because, of course, yes, Cherenkov radiation can be observed in Earth's atmosphere, specifically when high energy cosmic rays interact with air molecules, creating a cascade. I mean, I do bring science. It just, I kind of expect you to do your own homework, and I guess I'm expecting too much from this scientific Timmy dude. Timmy! Let me tell you something. It is exactly what I've said it is because it's exactly defined as I've said it is. It's lots of hits for not being a thing. And I was like, okay, so there you go. Yes, and it's blue. It's very blue. That blue haze that's there all day shouldn't be there. It's not smoke. It's not particulate matter. It's fucking Cherenkov radiation. It's I don't know, man. I realize, of course, people follow his teachings because he invokes the name of Jeebus a lot. But do you see the hate and the misinformation? Because we've spoken about this. And I've made videos that explain, see, this is planet Earth, and the charge is held in the back with a square right there in the magnet, which we understand requires at least 3 magnets to make a square in the magnet. This is reading the magnet, much like a ferrocell in space, billions of dollars. So you can see the charge buildup is predominantly at night. This is charge. That is Earth in the middle. The charge buildup is predominantly in the morning and the evening, but it wraps around and it's all day long. But the charge is held in the back, just like I said, in a magnet well, just like physics says in a magnet well. And you can see the magnet interacting here. Blue IMF is not Earth's magnetosphere. It's defined right here in the fucking map. Boop, IMF. Look it up. Interplanetary magnetic field. These are polar cap and closed field lines. Closed field lines being a very strong field line, pushing against another magnet. There's only one reason for magnets' field lines to close: if it's reacting to another magnet. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. That's just where the charge is coming from. You can see it at night. It makes the fucking moon foggy, for God's sake. Again, due to federal budget cuts, this might be affected. Hasn't been yet. this was addressed, the clockwise rotations and all that. 60 mile or 60 kilometers, 61. He was talking about 38. I don't know where he's reading this from, but it's from the clockwise rotation, just right there off the coast that I was talking about yesterday. And we're on fire. These are verified fires. A little worse every day. The Swiss Alps, everything. But, I mean, what do you want me to do? These clockwise rotations that are definitively upper atmosphere disturbances pushed to the surface. See the counterclockwise, or clockwise and clockwise, and mom's is a counter right there where she belongs. This is and this is right above all this, pushing it down to the surface. This is surface level winds, and previously made for winds unleashed, and it wasn't like this. I said it would be like this, and here we are. I'm still grifting, even though I was absolutely 100% correct. Fucking amazing. The winds coming off of these things. And the only one talking about him over there is Scientific Timmy, who can't get it through his fucking head. Yeah, grains, all that's exciting. But I never said we were in famine a few years ago. Like he says, I said there was going to be a shortage in the grocery stores that would be noticed if they didn't have an excuse in place. And we go downhill from there. And here we are, downhill from there. We're real close to fucking civil unrest and famine. So I'm failing to see where I was wrong. And I don't need Jeebus to back me up. Just I think we covered everything. I don't know. It's hard. He writes and spends so much time with his cheap fucking words and collecting pictures. I just took you to scientific references. He says I never bring science. Well, I don't see any links. I don't see any proofs. Anything. Just cheap words calling me all kinds of names in the name of Jesus. Really, truly, that's what I see. The very definition of a grifter. Huh. Imagine that.